Hello and welcome to another top 10 list, because if there's something YouTube doesn't have enough of, it's top 10 lists. For this video, I will be avoiding most AAA titles or well-known about titles, or movie or show-based games, unless the chicken came before the egg. This means a lot of my favorites won't be on here. I'm also avoiding games that I feel are better on another system, or the sequel or previous was better. Number 10. Kirby Superstar. I'm getting this game out of the way, because it doesn't quite need my previous statement, but it's the best Kirby hands down. RPG segment? Treasure rush, or whatever? Samurai fighting? This game had it all, with multiple modes of play, and introducing great characters and fantastic music. I really feel this is the best Kirby ever made. Call it nostalgia, call it fact. I don't care. But this game is the game that makes the entire series that much better just by existing. Number 9. Earthworm Jim 2. He's lesser known about, well, these days anyway, and the show came after the game. Out of these two games, this one I feel is better. If you've ever played it, I know you know about the puppies. Hey, did you know worms use guns to dig? One of my favorite memorable levels in any game is where you're just this worm thingy and Moonlight Sonata is playing in the background. So relaxing. Which is nice for a game that's so kooky, and it also predates Resident Evil 1's use of the same song. Pretty interesting, huh? Number 8. Claymates. It was a toss-up between Mates or Fighter, but I spent more time playing Mates and I enjoyed a good platformer. I played Claymates most when it came to these goop games that the SNES seemed to have an influx of. The Putty series, James Pond kind of had that look and feel, Clay Fighter as I mentioned. I liked pressing on and seeing which thing I could turn into next, what I could do in each level, and even each level had its different theme to it as well. There was even a chance of unlocking a bonus stage per level. I was 9 when this game was released, so forgive me if I have a biased view. Playing the games now, it's just kind of not my thing, but I could see where I enjoyed it. Number 7. Jungle Strike. Out of the Strike games, this was my favorite. Buzzing around, helping the local folks, shooting up the baddies. This game always seemed to be rented out, and I had to settle for Urban Strike half the time, which is still a really good Strike experience. I actually had Urban Strike as the number 7 here, but apparently it's like Iceland, which is green, and Greenland, which is like ice, and like the urban one's based in the jungle one's based in the urban. Go figure, right? If you like buzzing around and completing objectives, then this is a great game. You can even pick your co-pilot. Each one has their own abilities, and they're cool. This game has a lot of fun for everyone and has that nice survival feel to it, and time is fuel, friend. Number 6. Side Pocket. As a resident of the frozen north, aka Minnesota, I have a little bit of a pool shark background. So even if I wasn't good at it, I sure liked playing it. The trick shots between rounds in this game are pretty difficult, but I could still get a few rounds in without needing a real pool table, or any friends, which is always a plus, don't ya know. Number 5. Super RType. One of the first games I ever even played for the Super Nintendo. Released a few months after the SNES, Super RType was like the pinnacle of side-scrolling shooters. You could carry around this large, murderous ball which shot differently depending on upgrades and where you placed it, because that ass. It was visually stunning compared to Gradius and the like, and had various modes of difficulty. Even on easy, at 7 years old, it was quite the struggle to get very far. But I did manage to get about to level 4 or so a few times, so, I don't know. Overall, a great game, and well worth the number 5 slot. By the power of Emu Skull, number 4. Samurai Showdown and Gundam Wing Endless Duel. I discovered these games much later in my gaming career. Both fighters, both not really American per se, both based around my anime crush years. Long hair, check. Gears and massive weapons, checkaroo. Fucking awesome shamisen music. You fucking got it. Oh, dong, dong, dong. Not to mention, Waltz had Epion in it, and personally, I think that's the sexiest fucking mech of all time. I'm still not sure why kids these days pick on me for loving Gundam Wing the most. Some writer or something? I never cared to look into it. I just enjoy art for what it is. A good thing is a good thing when it comes to personal tastes. Number 3. Lemmings. Oh no. Number 2. Ah, kidding. Lemmings really dragged me in with its any way you wanna finish attitude. I love being able to fuck up anytime I wanted. And a lot of times I didn't want it. I could get through a lot of the levels on beginner and a few on the harder mode. And I liked how each difficulty wasn't just less resources or something else to fuck you. There were actually entire new levels. Taxing indeed. But what's better than losing all hope, going nutty, building a massive death trap while speeding up the output of doomed souls? Nothing. This game proves the theory of what could make a madman go sane could make a sane man go mad. And here is actual number 2. Evo, or EVO, or Evolution. I guess this is one of the only games by Enix I actually enjoy. That being said, I immediately think about how many titles are on the PS1 that I actually do enjoy, that's not Boob Raider, number 1 being amazing. But anyway, Evo held hours of RPG entertainment for me. I really like games with customization, number-based stats, action elements that don't entirely ruin the story, and even this game's theme is great. It's evolution, baby. There's even a point or two in the game where you can choose to not evolve, or evolve down a path that will give you a special phase of evolution. It's just nuts, the possibilities are near endless, and not to mention cute as fuck. Evo even came with a guide that showed you the specific animal pots and their strengths and weaknesses. I still boot it up every once in a while, if for no other reason than to just eat plants. Actually, I've got a little treat for you. Here, try getting this song loop out of your head after days of playing. Number 1. Secret of Evermore. There are a few secret/illusion of games. This, I feel, is the most underrated, unappreciated, and looked over. Trying to find this game, even as a kid, was frustrating. It wasn't the most popular, and most of the time I'd hear, "No, we don't have that game, but we do have Secret of Mana." No thank you. When I finally got this game, I played it near non-stop till I just beat it. An actual thank you to the store that's no longer there. This is a classic story about a boy and his dog. They go to a cheesy B-movie and boom. So now you gotta find your way back. Simple enough, right? Nope. Every one of the 4 areas is like opening a new book. All the puzzles, enemies, secret spots, and bosses were unique to that area. Each area also had a special person of interest who would teach you new spells and such. Even the magic system is unique, as you can just walk around clicking the button like mad, or have your dog sniff out the ingredients to scoop up her spells. You can fight with axes, spears, or swords. Whichever one you like the most, it just happens to level up. I don't wish to go too far into detail here. This game honestly speaks for itself, and as an amazing title, you'll never forget it. If you've ever played it or even heard of it, try it out. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I left out some of my true favorites because, well, that's mostly everyone's favorites. And I already have a video up that shows which SNES game I think is the most legendary of all time. I play, record, edit, and write, all these videos all myself. So, sorry if it takes a little while for each one to come out. I do this because I want to show gamers a fresh perspective on games they already might have preconceived notions about. I see a lot of people already out there who feel the way they do about certain games like, Bubsy. And maybe some of us liked Bubsy. So back off. It was wacky and pun-filled, and it didn't take itself seriously, so why should you, That being said, don't take this list seriously either. Good luck out there. Play the games you enjoy. See ya.